Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
I love doing a professional podcast.
Why is your if that's your middle name, why
Yep.
was your last name not Douglas?
Because he was the guy on Green Acres.
John Frederick Douglass?
No, Mr. Douglas.
Oh, I gotcha. Well,
don't you remember him?
He goes, no, I don't. And I used to watch Green Acres all the time when I was a kid.
Albert.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He was the husband.
He was the husband.
The husband.
Yes.
Listen, darling.
And Ava Gabor.
Both Gabors at one point, wasn't it?
No, was Zsa Zsa on that show too?
I think I want to say there was some, not scandal, but there was a it was both of them, I think, at one point.
So you're saying
played the wife.
Oh, well, that would. Oh, no. I think just Ava played the wife, but maybe it was who knows? It could have been a silly episode where she guest starred.
Maybe
that would be fun.
Zsa Zsa was out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she was
just a little bit.
That's what her 10 husbands said.
That's exactly it.
And that was a fun show. Remember the Hank Kimball, the county agent. I'm not sure what the county agent does, but he'd answer his phone. Hank Agent, the county Kimball.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta like
I don't remember that, but yeah. I would assume that is a holdover from farming. I don't know I don't know enough of our farming history here in the United States.
Okay,
but I do know that, and this is all from watching both Downton Abbey and Clarkson's Farm.
Okay.
But the guys who are in charge kind of the strategy, in charge of whatever the lord is doing, the lord or the lady in the estate, they're called the land agents.
Okay. I didn't realize that was the
it's a farm thing.
Yeah. The name of what's his name on Clarkson's Farm. I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah. He's the land agent.
Okay. Got it.
Yep.
But I didn't know there was one on,
excuse me.
There's one on, Downton Abbey too.
Yeah, that's so. In the very beginning, Sybil's husband became the land agent, and then Mary became the land agent when he moved to the States. Yeah.
Oh well, he didn't move to the. Oh yeah, he did move to the States.
He did.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of
the last episode of one season and came back the.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what happened there is they thought they were going to get canceled.
Really?
They I think so. And they tied everything up in a fancy
viewership.
They did, but that doesn't mean anything. It does not mean anything. Always mean anything.
Not. I suppose it's contract stuff more than anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we're still in the midst of somewhere. Just when I won't say who, but someone just died in the car accident. I guess we can't. It's not really spoiling anymore, is it?
Oh, you're still talking about Downton Abbey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think it's spoiling it.
Oh,
if you haven't watched Downton Abbey, stop watching this podcast or listen to this podcast right now. Go right to Prime Video and watch all of Downton Abbey.
This is why we don't have many viewers, because you keep sending them away.
I know. Well, those of you who have seen all of we've talked about it enough. I'm pretty sure everyone that listens to this podcast at this point has watched all of Downton Abbey.
What you're saying is, if you don't watch Downton Abbey, we don't want you here.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, it sounded like it to me.
I'm saying if you don't want spoilers.
And you said go watch it right now.
Yeah, go watch it right now.
Please don't
then come back
us.
to the podcast.
Do come back.
Is that what you're missing there?
That's what I want to have added.
I apologize.
If you would be so kind. Yes,
I apologize.
Please come
you
back.
could have just said it. You just could have come out and said it.
I could have. Okay, so you know that I posted a still from a screen cap from one of our last podcast on X. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do some promoting, because I had not really promoted anything on X. And as I told you, and we got some new viewers, and I thought that was cool.
Welcome.
And welcome for sure. And one of the
viewer listeners,
one of the viewers or listeners commented on X and said, have you guys talked about the Savannah Bananas? And I thought, you know what? We haven't, but it's a good excuse for me to go do a little research, to go bananas. Yes.
Banana.
That's what they said at, I had Bananas Foster. at a place in New Orleans that's famous for it. We'll get that.
I know. Yeah, I've had it there too.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
So
Brennan's is what it's called.
Yep.
And the maitre d', as he was getting ready to prepare it tableside, said, "Who would like to go bananas?" And I'll never forget that because it was hilarious. But the Savannah Bananas, I digress, are amazing. And I've heard the best description I've seen is they are like the Harlem Globetrotters of semi. I guess it's semi-pro baseball.
Yes, it is semi-pro. I'm doing research right now while you're talking to see
real time. That's perfect because you'll get all the updates.
No, they have to. They don't have to, but I would assume, just like any other minor league baseball team, that they are connected to a major league baseball team.
I don't believe so. I could be wrong, but I don't think they are. Well, again, like the Globetrotters were not connected with any team, although I get the minor and major difference. They are incredibly talented athletes
and entertainers.
Well, entertainers for sure, and they have had pro ball players from the MLB guest play on the team with them, and so you may be right, but I don't think it's part of the MLB sketch or structure.
It is not.
Yeah,
it is not. So I just looked it up, and thank you to the AI overview on Google. The Savannah Bananas are not affiliated with any Major League Baseball team. They are an independent exhibition team that plays a unique style of baseball called banana ball.
Well done. Well done. And so this is good. So I know those of you tuning in to the podcast are saying, I either can sit here and watch these jamokes, or I can, there's a
Midwest
watch the
name Savannah Bananas
jamokes, or I can go get a summary of the Savannah Bananas and have them read it to me.
That's right. That's right.
On the podcast. So here's what I'm going to give you this is my off the top of the head, my download of, I watched one of the YouTube videos that had their 10 best plays or something like that. Yeah. And I just want you to be aware of some of the things that not only define what they do, but I'm not going to give you the top 10, but I'm just going to say what stuck out to me. The first one is the best as far as I'm concerned. If a fan catches a fly ball, it's an out.
Oh, really?
It is the best rule. And
that's a great rule.
It was the last batter of the game, and he hit a long fly, and one of the fans in the stands caught it. And so the game's over. The whole team went out to the fan, brought him on the field, and they're jogging him around and, high-fiving. And, oh, my gosh, what a finish to the game.
That's funny.
Yeah, if a fan catches it, that counts as an out. Love it.
That's interesting. So if for those of you who are watching, you probably have noticed my hat last week and my hat this week are the Nashville Sounds, which is a minor league baseball team that does play the Savannah Bananas. They only played once this year.
Yeah, done for the season.
Played in May. Yeah, they are done for the season. They played in May, and it was sold out. I actually, when I saw it come up, I wanted to go, but it was not only expensive, but it was sold out like right away. And the Sounds are a Milwaukee Bruins farm team.
Brewers, you mean?
Yep. What did I say?
Milwaukee.
I said Bruins. I apologize.
Bruins
I
are
Brewers.
Bears. Come on.
I know.
Brewers are those that make beer.
I was thinking far ahead of my mouth.
So I think that's awesome, and I did misspeak because they are not done for the year. I think they have games through October, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me look. Hold on. I have their schedule pulled up.
I pulled it up yesterday. And
I just filtered by city.
The one thing I noted, though, is that they played 48 games, the Bananas, this year. Every stinking one was sold out.
Oh, really? So what month are we? We're in August, right?
We are in August.
The entire August lineup sold out.
Yeah, and entire every game is sold out in advance now. Yep. So October is it September? I don't know.
No, we're in August right now.
Yeah, but when do they finish playing?
September. Okay. September. Their last game is on September 27th. Okay.
Also sold out.
Yep.
Everything is sold in advance.
And I'm trying to. I don't know enough about minor league baseball. I'm trying to figure out if all of the teams that they're playing in the last couple of months here in August and in September, if they're all exhibition teams, because I've never heard of them, like the Texas Tailgaters,
but they're playing
the Firefighters.
The Sounds, though.
No.
Oh.
So August 25th.
No.
They're playing.
But I'm talking about your Nashville Sounders. What is it?
Sounds.
The Sounds. So the Sounds.
Yeah, they played the Sounds,
them, and they're a real team, right?
They are, but a lot of these. So July, it was the same group of teams. So I'm wondering if they're just playing exhibition games now.
Oh, I see.
Like they maybe only play. And actually, let me go back.
And
when did I say that was?
They?
That was in May.
I don't know why they wouldn't. You know?
Yeah. So here it is. So Nashville, Tennessee, sold out May 10th versus the Party Animals.
Oh.
So I wonder if maybe they were playing the Sounds, but because the Sounds do this once in a while, they'll change their uniforms. They'll change. It's like a fancy. They'll even change the name. Like there was one last year where they were the Nashville Hot Chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like that.
I don't know. So maybe they do that, and they just either they're playing the actual team, but it's more of an exhibition type game, not a true game, and then they change the name because May 2025, they're playing in Savannah, Georgia, so they're home team, but they're playing the Party Animals. Then they come to Nashville May 10th and play the Party Animals. Kansas City, Missouri, the Firefighters. So I don't know.
The Firefighters in Colorado as well. So that's
did they?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well,
if someone out there knows how the Savannah Bananas work,
let us know. Well, you can certainly do the research. It's not. I mean, it's not like they hide anything. However, I will say that it's just kind of the whole thing is unique. So it couldn't be a real ball game, is what I'm saying. By their rules, it can't be a real game. So, for example, they have a 2-hour time limit on the games.
Right.
It has to be finished in 2 hours. One of their players plays in 5-foot stilts.
Yeah, I saw that. It was in the picture there. Yeah,
it's unbelievable. And watching the guy pitch to him, and they try to call the strike zone, 5 feet higher than it normally would be, and it's pretty awesome. He got a hit. One of the videos I saw got a hit and made it to first base, but they brought in a pinch runner. Seriously. But I don't know what they do, balls and strikes. I'm not sure if it's if you get a second. I'm not sure. I don't think it's 3 balls or 4 balls and then 3 strikes. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm sure it says. I'm trying to read through really fast.
Don't worry about it. It's not. We can get back to it. But I would like to talk more about them because I think it's a cool thing, and we need to get to a game. That's what we need to do at some point.
And I want to say, when I was growing, I never went to see a game, but we had the St. Paul Saints. And I want to say they were also an exhibition style team.
Really?
Not a minor league team.
I thought this was kind of a new. I mean, certainly the way they
it's
to the next level is new.
Yeah. Well, and the first thing that they said when I was looking it up, the Google search, one of the top things came up: are the Bananas like the Globetrotters? So and they've been around forever. So
for sure,
I wouldn't be.
For sure.
One of the first things they said in here, where'd it go? The first arrived in Savannah in October of 2015 with the goal to make baseball fun and bring back fans to historic Grayson Stadium. Yeah. Awesome. So anyway, it is really neat. I've never been to a game, always kind of wanted to go. And I do want to know more about it. I think it would be neat. We need more stuff like this.
I don't disagree. In our world. Although I will say that I have to stop saying that. I heard someone else do. I will say, stop it, John. Okay.
Well, of course you will say. You're saying it.
Yeah, just say it. We went to some what do they call it? Spring training baseball this last year, the last 2 years. And because there are 2 stadiums within 15 minutes of us. So we can choose teams if we want to. But it's and that was fun because the players interact. We sat down close because could actually afford the tickets. Unlike going to an MLB. Sorry, MLB. Ding.
But, no, it's all. But even the sounds are getting more expensive.
It's just expensive, and these were not cheap. But anyway, you interact with the players more. They're throwing balls to you in the stands, and it was just a lot of fun. That to me is what's missing. You don't have that. unique interaction.
Yeah.
It seems like these days in regular baseball games, unless you're right up front and you paid $500 to be there or whatever.
Right. Agreed. And that's something I'm excited and hesitant all at the same time, because we are supposed to be getting a Major League Baseball team.
Oh,
at one point it was rumored that we were going to get the White Sox, because the White Sox, their lease had ended at the stadium, and
which is what's the name of the park?
I can't remember.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Comiskey.
That's
Comiskey Park. There is no N. It's not Kaminsky.
Yeah, most people say Kaminsky. I have been busted with that as well.
Comiskey. Okay.
Comiskey. And
it may have another name, an advertiser name now too. It probably does.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, don't care.
I thought that would have been a phenomenal team to have down here, and I would have hoped that they wouldn't change the name, so it would have been the Nashville White Sox. I think that would have been wonderful. I could already see that, but they ended up renegotiating their lease, so they're staying in Chicago.
Oh.
That said, I think we're getting an expansion team. I know where it's going to be, where the stadium's going to be. They've already laid it all out, but I don't know if it's been approved or anything yet, so I don't know where we stand.
There go your taxes.
Well, our taxes are already insane. Not insane. I shouldn't say that, because I'm sure people are yelling at the screen going, your taxes aren't even close to insane. And you're right. They're not. But I've been here for almost 20 years, and I've gotten used to the taxes here.
Yeah.
And they are going up exponentially. Yes, they are still less than most places, and that's fine. But it is still more out of my pocket than I'm used to.
The first house we bought, oddly enough, it was in suburban Chicago. And I had never paid property tax before, so I had no idea what was high or low or whatever. And I called my brother, who had a house on a lake in Wisconsin. I said, "Hey, I just wanted to check with you. I just found out what my property taxes are going to be." He says, "Oh," he said, "Are they pretty high?" I said, "Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. How much are they?" I said, $1,500 a year, and he hung up on me. It was because it was probably a tenth of what he paid or something.
Oh yeah, it's my not insurance. My property taxes, I think we just got reassessed. We did get reassessed this year. I'm trying to remember. I think mine was at a 48% increase, or the value of my property went up 48%.
So my taxes
but my taxes I think are capped, and I think I'm going up 25% this year.
Wow.
But we're capped at 25%, something like that.
Wow.
So I know so that's what I'm saying. Yes, it's cheap, and it's still going to be cheap compared to most places, but it did go up quite a bit. We're still not as high as Williamson County, which is right next door.
Gosh.
So Nashville is a strong contender for an MLB expansion, but not in the immediate future. While the city has identified a potential location with renderings released for the Nashville Stars team. I hate that name. Hate that name. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has said that the expansion isn't imminent and won't likely happen before his term ends in 2029.
Interesting.
And here's the key right now. Nashville's potential for an MLB team, whether through expansion or relocation, is still being explored with a focus on private funding and a strong ownership group, according to the Nashville Sports Council.
Okay.
I still think it'll be. I hope it happens sooner. Even if it doesn't, that's really not that far away. That's what, 3 years, 3.5 years.
Especially when they haven't even broken ground in the stadium, or have they?
Right. But they purchased the property. It's sitting there. It's wide open.
Is it how far from downtown?
It's right next to downtown.
Okay.
It's very close to the TSU campus, Tennessee State University campus, which is on the northeastern side of the town.
Got it. Opposite the airport.
Opposite the airport. Yep.
Got it. Okay. Scary that I'm remembering back to all these airports now that I'm traveling more.
Yeah, you would be surprised what this airport looks like now. You haven't flown in a while.
It's been a while. You're right.
A lot different,
Is it?
And it's still changing. They finished the hotel, so the Hilton Hotel is, and it's a beautiful hotel.
Is it connected?
Yes, it's connected.
Sweet.
It's not connected like to the building, but there's a walkway between the two.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it sits between the parking lots.
I do like I believe it's the Westin at Detroit Metro.
Yeah.
It's right there. In fact, they have their own security entrance, which is
nice.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Miami's kind of like that too.
Yeah. But the only time I've ever stayed there is when, you miss a flight or something got canceled or whatever. Nobody is there because they want to be.
That's true. Have you ever stayed in the Marriott at the Houston airport?
No, I have not done. It's been a while. Let's see.
Yeah.
I flew into Houston. It's probably been 2 years ago, and that was the first time in, forever. And we used to live there, so it's been many, many moons ago.
I have been stuck there and have had to stay at that hotel. Yeah. It wasn't bad. I've stayed at worse, but it was not the best Marriott hotel I've ever stayed at. The airport wraps around it, so it's in the center.
Oh, okay, all right.
Of the airport. So when you say connected,
Chicago,
I want to know I want to know what you mean by connected. Because is it on the property? Could you walk from the airport into the terminal in 30 seconds?
I don't count the Marriott in Atlanta as connected because you take the shuttle.
I didn't know they even had one.
Oh yeah, it's a easy shuttle ride, and it's a great drop off. They've got a drop off point right there. It's on the way to the rental cars.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever rented a car in Atlanta.
Oh, well, no.
I've flown in there many, many times. I used to live there.
Yeah.
So I would take the MARTA from the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the travel stuff. And I know we always, we have like our 5 topics that we always get to. Travel's certainly one of them.
We have to have something. That's why people listen.
I think they probably lost the bet.
I wouldn't disagree with you.
Okay. But I was going to say one of the benefits of our travel is what I was just talking to you about when we first got on, and that was the restaurants. It's just been such a long time. And we, you know what, Lisa and I go to some nice ones that we've finally located around here. Some are new, but some we just found out about after being here for a while. But some of these, I was in California this last week, and I'm fine hanging at the hotel. We're half an hour from the coast, but guess what? I'm half an hour from the coast here, the Gulf Coast. Yeah. So it's, it's not like it's a huge deal. But my boss was there, and one of our facilitators, he said, "We're going to Splashes. It's in Laguna Beach." I said, "All right, it's half an hour away at the most. Fine, I'll pick you up," and I did. And the first night was a Mexican restaurant that I didn't. It starts with a B, but it doesn't really matter. Excellent, beautiful views, very nice. And then we went to a place called Splash, the Splash Restaurant, and it's in the midst of a hotel, Laguna Beach, and wow, just
really
beautiful, right on the ocean. And it was very, very nice. Let's see if I can snag a quick picture without boring you to death.
Speaking of boring, while you're doing that, can you talk about the boring?
Let's see if we can see it.
Very nice.
That's right out the back door of the hotel.
The dog bowl? Is that a dog bowl?
That is a foot washing.
Oh, yeah, even better.
Foot Washington. Is George's brother.
They use bowls on the West Coast. On the East Coast, they actually use showers.
They do. It'd have to be a really small person to fit in there for like a bath.
Yeah.
But
right.
Yeah.
Right.
They want them to wash their feet before they come in. And there's like a line of people coming from the beach, walking through the restaurant, and the food was incredible. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
I would love
very,
that.
very nice.
Dry heat, right?
It was warm but beautiful. Yeah.
Speaking of the airport here in Nashville, the Boring Company has
BNA, by the way, goes right around to banana.
Right. Exactly.
Banana.
Yeah. Barry Nashville International Airport.
Barry
BNA.
BARRY.
Yeah, Barry Field was what it used to be called.
All right. Okay, while we're on it, Chicago is what?
I don't remember.
ORD.
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah, the airport is ORD.
Yeah.
And
sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll have to edit that out.
I'm sure.
because the property used to be on an apple orchard, as I understand.
Oh,
and so
interesting.
That's where the ORD,
I never
O'Hare
knew that.
Regional, so, it's O'Hare Airport, but no, it's Apple Orchard is what the.
Interesting.
Yeah. And if I'm making it up, it's still a pretty good story.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. Berry Field was a military base. Still is, actually. Cool. There's the National Guard is still on BNA property. So anyway, going back to the boring company, they are boring a tunnel through from BNA to downtown Nashville, all the way to the Capitol.
Oh my goodness!
It's going to be very similar to the one in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that one. I thought it was going to be
like. You should look it up. It's a Tesla-only tunnel.
Really?
Yep.
And what does it have? Some sort of a charging system to it, so
that I don't know.
That would be interesting. Like the what do they call it? A key QI that you rest your phone on and it charges it.
Yeah.
You take your Tesla in the tunnel and it charges it.
It's called the Vegas Loop.
From the airport to where?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Well, come on.
I'll tell you. It's being very slow.
Sluggish.
It looks like, it's huge. The one in Las Vegas is huge.
Okay.
It goes right under the strip. So it goes from the airport right under the strip.
Really?
All the way. Yep. Expanding the Vegas Loop underground transportation system. Commissioners just approved boring company plan for 18 new stations.
What?
And about 25 miles of tunnel.
So it's
not
subway.
Done yet. It is basically a subway, but using, it looks like almost like a Uber.
Oh, okay.
But they're all Teslas.
Interesting.
So a fare from Harry Reid International Airport to Las Vegas Convention Center, travel time 5 minutes, $10. Allegiant Stadium to Las Vegas Convention Center, $6. Downtown Las Vegas to the Las Vegas Convention Center, $5.
And these are all self-driving vehicles.
That's a great.
Of course they are.
I bet you they are.
Absolutely,
I bet you they are. It doesn't say in here, but I bet you they are.
Yeah, it's a controlled environment. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Autonomous.
There's Vegas Loop provides fast and convenient transportation to the Las Vegas community and its visitors. Having already transported more than 3 million passengers through 8 stations, it's in its final form, the Las Vegas Loop will serve up to 90,000 passengers per hour, rapidly connecting key locations like Harry Reid International Airport, Allegiant Stadium, and downtown, with transit times of between 2 and 8 minutes. Clark County and the city of Las Vegas approved 68 miles of tunnels and 104 stations, cementing the Las Vegas Loop as a vital piece of the city's future infrastructure.
Can you imagine how expensive that's going to be?
Yeah.
It not reminds me because it's totally a totally different concept. Well, yes and no, of the Big Dig in Boston.
Yeah.
Which was $3 billion over budget or something like that. It was some stupid number. I mean, for back then, because it's falling apart now.
Yeah.
Many parts tiles are coming down and all that stuff. So, wow.
Yeah. This is interesting.
Well,
so
we got to read it aloud because this. We do a podcast.
No, I'm not reading anything. It's
you're looking at. Oh, I lost Nick about
looking
20
at pictures
minutes ago.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
It would be
the podcast that wasn't a podcast.
So here are all of their current projects: the Vegas Loop, LVCC Loop, Resorts World Connector, Westgate Connector, Encore Connector, Cybertron Tunnel, R&D Tunnels, Hyperloop, Music City Loop, which is ours, and the Dubai Loop.
Wow. This is all that one company.
Yeah. The state of Tennessee and the Boring Company announced their intent to partner on a transformative new private transportation project that will bring the Boring Company's innovative loop system to Nashville, marking a bold step forward in advancing mobility, economic growth, and infrastructure modernization across the region.
Nashville, often known as music.
Oh.
Siri
is talking to you. I've missed you.
So it's in design.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm just going to say this, my prediction. So this is privately funded. It is not, I want to put that out there.
Yay.
From what I have been told, it is privately funded.
Excellent.
2 things that I see as possible issues and one of them I would say is the opposite of an issue. It's kind of a hope. The first issue is Nashville is built on top of limestone.
Okay.
And it is very hard, we don't in the city, most houses here do not have basements because we can't. It's cost prohibitive to blast into the rock and get.
Okay. You don't think they know that?
Said, I'm sure they know that, but it's going to be extremely difficult. So even though they're not showing a budget,
it doesn't.
I have a feeling they would probably double the budget to get it done.
I think with these boring companies, boring. I don't. Yeah. I'm sure that's probably not a great name, but that's what they do. Some of their equipment, dude, holy crap. It's unbelievable. It'll go through anything.
It'll go through anything, but it's going to take twice as much time and cost twice as much.
If they went through sand?
Well, no, sand, then everything would collapse.
I know.
So that's my first thing. I think they're going to, the limestone thing. The second thing
privately funded, who cares?
While it is privately funded, and I will say this, I am not a fan of our mayor. I do not like our mayor.
Okay. I've never met.
No, I know. I think what do they call him? It's male. He's male.
Okay.
What do they call him? Something. His name is Freddie. There's some really funny name that they call him. It's like It's like Slick Freddy, but it's not Slick Freddy.
Fast Freddy.
And not Fast Freddy.
Come on.
He is. I'll tell you more about him later.
Okay.
He is not. I am not a big fan. Let's just put it that way. I have a feeling. He's going to try to put some sort of end to it because this is the governor. It looks like Tennessee continues to lead the way and this is a quote, by the way, in finding creative solutions to longstanding challenges, said Governor Bill Lee. So I think the governor is the one who's trying to get this pushed through, and it's going to be in Davidson County, which I have a feeling because Bill Lee is a Republican governor, that the mayor is going to do everything he can to try to.
The mayor's a Democrat?
The mayor's a dick.
Okay, I didn't know that they had that as a party.
Yeah. So here's this is just one, and I won't get into the whole thing. But this is the one that I was talking to one of our buddies at work the other day. Some of the ideas that he has, I'm good with. One thing that I really do think this town needs is a better public transit system, whether that's a train, whether it's just opening it up so it's not such a car reliant city.
Understood.
Would be nice. Yep. Like most big cities are not necessarily car reliant. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
I would say.
And there's a number of reasons for that I feel that way. But he has put in place, and we're paying for it, which is why our taxes are going up. He wants to do that, and I support that part. But he's doing it through more buses, more bus stops, which that's fine, and building more sidewalks in Nashville.
Okay.
Now here was the buddy that I was talking to about this. We aren't aligned necessarily politically. Let's just put it that way. And where I sit, very much center.
Sure.
But he was kind of talking about how good that was, and I said, yes, I like sidewalks. I think we need sidewalks. The problem is when I'm driving down the road, trying to avoid every single pothole on the road, and there's traffic and there's no way around because we haven't expanded the roads with the number of people that are moving here. It really pisses me off to see a sidewalk going in next to the road.
Understood.
It's hard to argue with that. It's like, okay, I understand what you're trying to do, but we need to fix the infrastructure we have
and
for the expansion of the city before we start putting in place things that are going to make it nicer.
That's a really good point and a fair point. So here's what we this will go right back to our training class that we just did, and it's a structured graphic that shows you want to focus your attention on the things that will be like quick wins.
Yes.
So in our business, both of us, I'm saying collectively in a dealership, if you come back from a training session, you want to implement something that's going to be visible and something that's easy to do and that's a quick win like that. And that's how I would envision a sidewalk. It's way less expensive than fixing the streets, but it's a lot more visible. And so for somebody who's a politician, they pay way more attention to things like that than they 100%. Do for the stuff that is a good investment or smart investment. Yeah. But it's not, I mean, it took truly, I remember I-80 on the south side of Chicago. When driving, it was under construction for 20 years. Yeah. Maybe 15. And so I understand it's not something that's going to make you look good by saying, oh, look, and it's beautiful now. Yeah. However, over that course of time, it's still wear and tear. And, they regularly have lanes shut at 4 a.m. when is the time that I would drive there if I'm going to Detroit or whatever. I'm coming through as early as I can so I don't get stuck in traffic. But I digress. It's just it's something that's visible, and that's why someone would choose to do that. Yeah, so but I'm on your side that I think you've got to do the smart thing first, not the visible thing.
Well, and here's the other side of that too. Great, we have these new sidewalks. Well, whenever someone comes in and replaces, Freaky Freddy, they're going to want to do something with the roads. Hopefully, if that's what the people want. And trust me, the people, as much as they want sidewalks, they want the roads to be expanded. They want them to be better.
Drive in the city, absolutely,
exactly. Yep. They're going to have to go in and tear out all the sidewalks.
Yes.
So that, there's a cost savings now, but it's going to double the cost later because you're going to have to put them all back in later in different spots.
Yep. And I mean, hopefully some of those roads are going to be widened, lanes added, stuff like that, as you said, because of the population. I know that's what you were referring to.
Yes.
And you're right. The sidewalks then have to come out. But Freddie will be long gone, or he'll be, running for another office, and
maybe.
Yeah. So I don't know him, but that would be my solution if I were a politician looking for accolades.
Yeah, well, I like the way you put that because he's probably going to be looking for office elsewhere at some point, and someone who actually wants to make it. There's a difference between a politician who just wants to advance their career and make things look good versus a politician who wants to do the job to actually serve the public. And I think that's what we've lost with our politicians. All of them, doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. They just want to advance their careers more than they actually want to help the people.
I don't disagree, and that's a broad brush to paint with, but
it's accurate.
I don't disagree.
It's more accurate than most things,
I don't,
most places,
especially things that we say. But it's a challenge because somebody who comes in, well, look at all the good they did. Well, because of the media and how they operate, they're going to shine the light on what serves them best. Yeah. And so it just becomes a quagmire because you're trying, this needs to be done, but you're not going to do it because you are relying on good vibes from.
And there are people out there that have wanted to or have served. Mm-hmm. I have a buddy who served in the local government in Nashville in the state. He was in the state. Can't remember if it was House or Senate. Mm-hmm. And he only served for his one term. And I was like, I won't say his name, but I'm like, are you going to run again? Because I thought he had, because he was in a district that I lived in that I no longer live in anymore. Mm-hmm. And we were at a party with, it was a birthday party for some of our friends' kids. And he was there. And I'm like, dude, are you running again? He's like, oh no, I'm done. I went in there. I spent my term in there, and some of the dumbest people I have ever met. They never wanted to do anything that was good for the community. It was all about themselves. And I just don't have the time and the energy to put up with that shit, because all I wanted to do was go in and make life better for my constituents.
A businessman, right?
He is a businessman.
Yeah, what a shock. And he went in trying to make a difference. And that's just it. It's all part of the swamp. And if you think the swamp doesn't affect states as well as the U.S. government, you're mistaken. Yeah. It's a problem.
Yeah. I am a firm believer in, and I don't care who disagrees with me. I'm a firm believer in term limits for everybody. Our
president
government
has term limits.
Do what?
The president has term
president
limits.
has term limits.
Yep.
But I truly believe that the people that represent us should be people that do what we do. It should be someone who has a job, who's out there doing the real work, that goes and serves for 4 years and then comes back.
There's just too much money in it. It's too dirty.
There's too much money.
It's just a dirty. And if you think about it, there are certain people, and you and I have talked about them. So we don't need to mention names. You can listen to previous episodes. You'll thank me. Or not. Sorry. But there are some people that we've talked about. We go, oh, this guy's going to be great. He's a veteran. He's got a man. And then suddenly there seems to be a change. And it's not about, serving anymore. It's about having myself in the best light and making sure the media is, I'm keeping them happy. And then I've heard some people say, and this is just hearsay, that somebody new comes to Washington and there are people who will take them out, get compromising photos of them doing something they shouldn't be doing, whether it's getting them hammered or whatever. I envision some people they get owned by the deep state.
Right.
And so you do what they say and you have to make it work that way. And that's why the deep state hates Trump. And we're not going to pro-Trump or anti-Trump, but one thing we know about him is he can't be bought.
Right.
And that's the one thing I think that's probably more important than anything if we're ever going to get control of the deep state. And, you've got all of these. Doge took down some big fundraising people, but that's just a scratch in the surface. That's all that's doing. I'm afraid that's not a solution to the problem.
Yeah. So you're right. So here's to your point of what we were talking about, and I'm not getting the answer that I really want to. So I'm wondering if the Google is hiding something.
Are you on Gemini or are you on search?
I'm on search, just search. So maybe you can look it up on Gemini while you're doing it.
I am enthralled by whenever you're speaking. I need to make sure I look at you.
I know. So one of my biggest problems, and this is something that came from a couple of other podcasts I was listening to, including one of that was on Joe Rogan. They were talking about the same topic. And the biggest frustration for a lot of people, myself included, is that a senator's annual salary is $174,000. Okay. Yet all of these people, and the one that I was picking on because she was the one that they were picking on was AOC. And for people, and the reason I wanted to pick on AOC is not because of her political leanings. All of them do it, both sides of the aisle. I'm picking on her because when she was elected, I believe she was a bartender before that. Do I have that right? Something like that?
She has. I don't know if it was immediately before she got elected, but she was indeed a bartender, yes.
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way. She did not make a lot of money. Whatever she did before she was elected, she did not make a lot of money. Yep. So she now makes $174,000 a year, unless she leads some sort of thing that I'm not sure of, because leadership goes up to 190. Sure. Yeah, committees. Exactly.
Sure. I don't think she leads any committees, but she is on some.
Yeah. So I went ahead and looked up her net worth because they did mention it on the podcast. They didn't give a number, but she's probably worth millions at this point. Now, Google does not agree with that. Google said she's only worth $47,000.
What?
Yeah. Oh, because she has zero invested in publicly traded companies, according to this. I think that's a load of bull. She's going to come out and she is going to be worth a lot more than that.
Just like everybody else except Trump, frankly, is the only one that has lost in his value by being president twice.
So I don't know. This is weird that it's showing, and it's all over the place what it's actually showing. But these are all, by the way, disclosed holdings. So that's excluding.
Are you saying they're undisclosed?
I'm not saying anything.
Come on, Nick.
Supposedly in 2023,
yes,
her net worth was $25,000. She had $17,000 in the bank and $8,000 in mutual funds. I don't necessarily think this is true, but you know what? Let's stop picking on AOC, and we'll go with the one that has made the most money, and that is, you know who I'm talking
That's
about.
our girl.
Yep,
our other girl. But
Our
she
other
doesn't
girl.
do the investing. Her husband
No,
does.
her husband does, but still. So all of that, we do know that there is a bill on the floor to make sure that no one in government can actually
it's
trade.
honestly nothing more than insider trading. That's all it is. When you
It's legalized
control,
insider trading.
it is for now. But but if you work for a stock company, and you will go to prison if they catch you making trades personally because of what you know. And let's just say either Nancy's husband is the world's greatest stock trader, or he's had some inside information. There's no question, because you can go back in time and define when the trades were made. That doesn't happen accidentally. It can't.
Right. So yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, that's I'm stepping off of my soapbox right now.
Yes. I thought you were taller.
I weigh much taller, much taller. I should stand up.
You should.
But that's where I'm very frustrated with all of that. And like my wife keeps saying, every time we hit a snag of some sort, I'm ready to move to a cabin in the mountains with no connection to society.
Or run for the Senate.
No, I'm too... I feel as though I'm a semi-humble person, with you all as my friends. I actually come out of my shell a little bit, and I'm probably a little bit cockier but at the same time, and this is something that a lot of people I've heard, when someone said, "Hey, you should run for X, Y, or Z," and the person comes back and says, "I'm way too smart for that." And I would agree with that. I'm way too smart to run for office.
I have way too many skeletons in my closet for
that too. That too, yeah.
But I don't want to play the game, and you have to if you want to be enriched. And I totally agree with you with term limits, and I've been a proponent of that. But it's never going to happen. They're never going to vote themselves into limited terms. They just won't.
They're not. No, I don't see this block of insider trading to go through either. I don't see that happening.
I don't know. That one may, if they push it enough, but I'm surprised it's even come up.
Yeah,
because I think many of them.
I don't think the bill will go through, but if it doesn't, I have a funny feeling we're going to get a class action lawsuit by the public against the government.
Then let's file it. We'll get ahead of the game.
We should.
We're going to enrich ourselves. Millions. I know. We're going to make thousands.
We might actually have a couple more listeners.
Because we're going to invest it all in PoddiMouths.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. I wanted to.
But I would if we had term limits and more people were. Would you ever consider running for some? Not necessarily national, but would you ever run for office?
If I guess if I felt there was a compelling reason to do it, it seems like there are limited things, and this is not giving up. It's not saying, so how can one person make a difference? I think we can and should probably. So the answer is maybe, if it made sense for a certain position and I could afford to, and all those things that we would have to consider before we do that, 'cause it's quite a commitment. And it is. And it does start at your local level. I mean, people were saying, how about school boards? Run for a school board position, and run for I have a buddy who ran for a municipal judgeship, and he was elected, and he is holding court literally once a week at our town in Wisconsin, and just a cool guy. And I knew him before. Yeah. And he's just a fair-minded dude, and he got elected, and I don't know if he has his sights on other things, but anyway, good guy. So I think we all need to do something if we can, if it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you can't sit here and if you have a podcast, you can sit and complain, because that actually, I'm being serious, John. I'm being funny and being serious. Yep. I do think that there's a place in this world for podcasts and independent news agencies and things like that to have a voice and talk about it. But make sure you do it from an educated standpoint. I will be the first person to say there are certain topics that I won't touch because I don't know enough about them,
Sure.
and I don't want to speak uneducatedly about them. I don't have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge of this. That's why it's a very high level topic for us. But I do think there's a place for people that have a platform, even if it's a small one like ours, to have those conversations. But on the same side, the same token, I really do think that everyone at some level should serve in a way. Let's use, military service as an example. I am not against saying everyone should serve for 2 years before they go to college. I have no problem with that. I think that's a really good idea. I think that would have helped me. I spent many years. I would have been a lot further in my career. Let's just put it that way. I believe if I would have been a lot further in my career if I would have taken 2 years and done military service.
You look at
some service like that.
I was at the gym today and I noticed a guy with an Army shirt on and 70-ish, I would guess. And he was, working on the machines. But he had the high and tight haircut and still in good shape and like you would assume a military guy would be after retiring. And the reason for that is it changes you.
Yes,
it changes what's important to you. It changes your understanding of a command structure, and if you don't believe that, look at guys who have been in the military. A high percentage of them that I've seen and known, they are they still look like they could be in the military.
Yeah,
and it just struck me today. Speaking of that it just changes your character for the better. And I think we miss a lot of that these days. And honestly, that's why I'll say I like Hegseth as the choice for the Secretary of Defense, because he's very much like that. And he was likable on TV and so on. I get all that. But he's a soldier. He's a military guy. And it's just
Same
a
with
different
Tulsi.
breed. Tulsi, too. She's respectful. But she's also, she knows what she needs to do. And so again, I'm not holding them up because they're in the cabinet, although you could. I think he made some good choices with his cabinet. I think that's become pretty obvious. You look at the things that have gone on, and I'm not going to wave a banner, but I'm telling you, he has done more in the 200 days he has been in office than most other presidents have done in 8 years. And like it or don't like it, like him or not, doesn't really matter.
You don't have to like him.
Well, no.
No one has to like him. I don't like him.
And I don't think he cares.
No.
And that's fine.
Nor should he.
Well, no, exactly right. But he's a guy that commands a lot more respect and attention than previous presidents ever did.
Sure.
Anyway, so if that sounded like an advertisement, maybe it was, but looking at some of these military guys, I give them great credit. I thank them for their service every chance I get, every chance I take without, hey, thanks for your service. Cause I'm not sure, but it's amazing looking at them and it's changed their character.
Yeah.
To your point.
And some people don't need it. Some people do. It's the same with education. I've had that conversation with people as well. Why am I educated? Why do I have 2 degrees? Because I needed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not because I'm not smart enough. Let's look at almost all of the extremely wealthy people in this world. How many of them actually have a college degree?
Fair point. Yep.
That's, they could do it without
it's not
the
a
knowledge because it was exactly.
Yeah.
I needed it. I needed it for direction. The same reason I kind of, and I'm going to use the word regret, even though I don't believe in regrets. I regret not joining the military. Same reason. I needed the direction. I needed the, what's the other, not motivation, structure. I needed the structure.
Yeah.
I've developed the structure over many, many years of practice and work and
rather than
trying to understand
8 weeks of boot camp,
rather than 8 weeks of boot camp.
Yes.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah,
While I love my job, I love my career. I think I would be much further in my career if I had more direction earlier in my life.
That's a great point. And I think that's true of most people, certainly when I went to college. Yeah, other than that beer drinking scholarship.
Yeah, it was a great scholarship.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, it worked beautifully.
yeah, flowed right through.
It sure did. Yes. Oh, and speaking of which, the podcast I was talking about, the four dudes, it's called Ruthless. I said it was two words. It's one, but it's ruthless.
Gotcha.
They've been on Megyn Kelly's podcast, and back to your point about, you can do some things, and if you have a platform, however small it might be, like PoddiMouths, for example.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's those guys just signed a deal for something, and
nice.
Yeah, they better be paying
Which is
Megyn some money.
Why, folks, this is why John is wearing sunglasses today on the podcast.
Just mentioned that one of the guys on the Ruthless podcast wears sunglasses. I thought, well, let's see if it's fun, and it was okay. The truth
Are you
for
sure
me,
you're not talking about Smartless?
Wow, thank you.
I don't have an answer for that.
Did you hear Siri?
I did.
I don't know why. Well, I'm not even saying anything near Siri.
That's not
so
the
weird.
reason I'm wearing sunglasses, though, is because I was out cleaning the pool and didn't set the alarm on my phone. So Nick had to text me and say, "Hey, where are you?"
No, I think I texted you with a meme or a GIF of someone
I don't
going,
see you. Something
"Where
like
are you?
that. No,
Where
I
are
don't
you?"
see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see you.
What did you say? I don't see you. Yes, like this, just so you know we're not lying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I love memes. They're great.
I
Memes
do
and GIFs. They're
Gifts and
fantastic. Well, I think John though.
John though.
Poured our John though.
Yes.
That's your new. It's
I
we're
know.
changing your middle name. It's not Frederick
Not
anymore.
Frederick, it's though.
It's though. I think we should let our listeners go. I think it's time.
I think we should too. I want to add one thing that I told you
God.
about, and I'm going to send you. No, I'm going to send it to you. It's,
okay.
It's Jamie Lissau, who is regularly on Gutfeld's show, the late night. So the king of late night is Greg Gutfeld. He was on Jimmy Fallon's show on the Tonight Show
I heard
this
about
last
that.
week, and you know what? He was awesome. They were both
Was he?
excellent. Both of them were so good, and yeah, it was it could have gone a different direction, but it didn't. It was very well done. Anyway, Jamie Lissau is on Gutfeld's show from time to time. Comedian, funny dude. Somebody sent me a 10-minute video of him doing a stand-up act, which I had never seen before. Dude was hilarious.
Really?
Talking about, I'll send it to you. Talking about his wife and how she's into crafting and all this stuff. Here's the line I pulled away. He said something about, you never know what to throw away at the house. You just never know, what's good, what's not good. He said, apparently an egg carton is the Bitcoin of Pinterest. Like,
Interesting.
awesome.
Yeah.
What do you do with the egg carton? What did you do with the egg cartons? I threw away.
That's
What?
funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So I'll send it to you. I think you'll enjoy
Okay.
it. Jamie Lissau, I'm sure it's on YouTube. And yeah, it's pretty
We
darn
will
awesome.
all go right from this podcast
Do it.
to listening.
Right.
Yeah.
And then start Downton Abbey if you haven't done that.
Exactly. Well, they already have, and they've come back to finish this episode.
And if you haven't seen the next episode of Downton Abbey, go get it. Go watch it right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now. Right.
Right
Right
now.
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 Right now.